Coming up on Colonial Sports Center, we'll talk a little bit of football this week as the Colonials defeated the VMI Cadets on homecoming.
We'll also be talking about the women's volleyball team and their huge upset this week.
All coming up next on Colonial Sports Center. Welcome. We have an action-packed show for you guys tonight. We have 2 interviews, one with a special volleyball interview with players Emma Granger, Allison Londa, and Maria Alfano.
And our own Sam Anthony will sit down with Jimmy Walker and Reggie Green from the football team. We will also have a roundtable discussion with Leah Chocolates to talk about the men's soccer team. So let's get started with some football talk.
This year's homecoming game pinned the Robert Morris Colonials against the Cadets of the Virginia Military Institute. The Colonials came into the day with 1 win and 1 loss. The win was against Dayton and the loss against Youngstown State. The Cadets came in on the road being 0-2. Let's roll the highlights. All right, Colonials Cadets, let's go. First, we see Jimmy Walker here with a quick survey of the field and a pass to Brandon McGee out of frame to put the Colonials on the board, 6-0. It's a big play there to put the Colonials up early in the game with 13:35 left in the first quarter. Here we see Walker again in the pocket with another touchdown pass to Reggie Green, his first touchdown since high school. And it had to have been an amazing day for Reggie Green. Here, we'll see the Colonials defense come up big and force a fumble and then recover it. Gerald Ferguson was the defenseman that forced the fumble. Now we'll jump into the third quarter of play. Walker again with the pass up the middle to Harrison Dreyer. Dreyer with a quick move into the end zone. Walker's 3rd passing touchdown of the game. Another big play here by the Colonial offense. Just pure excitement on homecoming day. And now into the fourth quarter of play. Nick Baseglia here lines up for the kick. And it'll go through the uprights to put another 3 points on the board for the Colonials. That'll make the score 23-0 in the fourth quarter. And then the Colonials take defense again. This time it'll result in an interception. And after a good couple of power moves by Andy Smigera, there's one. And another one too. And wait, will he break another one? Yes, he will, 3. But he'll eventually go down, and that would be the end of the game. The Colonials will win over the Cadets 23-0. The Colonials triumphed over the Cadets this past weekend for the homecoming win, 23-0. Jimmy Walker with an outstanding 18 for 33, 291 yards, 3 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. And Brandon McGee had 3 receptions for 57 yards and 1 touchdown. Austin Cooling went 12 for 22 for the Cadets and 107 yards. Tyann Smith has had 7 attempts and 38 yards. Chris Thornton, 2 receptions and 40 yards. The Colonials came out on top for all the alumni that were in attendance for that game. And after that big win, this is a tale of the 2 seasons for the Robert Morris Colonials. This week, last year the Colonials started 0-3 in the season and were only limited to 13 points in those 3 games. This year they're off to a 2-1 start with a total of 36 points. First 1-0 start of the season since 2008. First time defeating Dayton since the 2000 season. So, as you can see, it's been a big year for the Robert Morris Colonials football team.
As the football team has gotten off to a hot start, the soccer team has not. They've lost their last 3 contests with a final score of 2-1, and the men's soccer team hope to get their first win of the season on homecoming weekend against the Bucknell Bison. Would they finally be able to close out a game? Let's take a look. The men's soccer team's hosting the Bucknell Bison here with an early scoring opportunity that almost goes in, but the goalkeeper's there for the save. The Colonials would then have another early scoring opportunity, and this one will find the back of the net, as we'll see right there, top right. They'll lead 1-0 early. As we head into the second half, the team is in position for their first win of the season. A great few saves by the goalkeeper here maintains the Colonials' lead. However, with little time left in the game, the Bison get the ball right up in front here and find the back of the net to tie the game up 1-1. Overtime looming here. The Colonials try to get one final shot, but they cannot convert. Heading into overtime, it's sudden death, and while the Bison score it is not going to count due to a penalty. The Bison dominate the overtime period, but due to a few great saves, the Colonials are able to salvage a 1-1 draw. Their record now on the year stands at 0-7-1. We'll now be joined by Leah Chalkless to discuss the men's soccer team's struggles this season, and we'll see if they can finally get over the hump and get some wins before they start conference play.
And Leah, thank you for joining us today. I mean, I do believe this is your first time with us.
It is. Thanks
so
for
it's a
having
big
me.
time.
Yes, thank you.
So we're going to start off pretty obvious here. So the 2 games that they lost in overtime, what went wrong?
Basically, lack of defense. Honestly, like their defense haven't been really strong as they have been in the past, and also being consistent with scoring goals and stuff too.
Yeah, the point I'd like to make about them this season is they've gotten off to some good starts. One stat that I have here is that in the first half of the season, they've actually outscored their opponents 7-4. Yet they're winless on the season, which leads to second half struggles where they've been outscored 13-4 in the second half and 2-0 in overtime periods. So there's got to be something. Why can they not finish games? Why are they so poor in the second half?
That's a good question. Honestly, from covering them for 2 games that I've been covering them, I've noticed that they need to be consistent, and once they score a goal, they're on fire. But then again, as soon as they score a goal, they basically sit back and not be as defensive and as hardcore as they were in the first half.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they say, a 2-0 lead in hockey is sometimes the hardest lead to convert a win in, and I'm sure that it's the same in soccer. But maybe there's something there with fatigue and conditioning that they've got to have more energy, and like you said, they need to be going harder at the end of games.
So it almost seems though like the lack of contribution is also partially due to this, because I noticed that the leading scorer for the team has 6 of the 11 goals scored so far. So could that possibly be a problem, being like half the team isn't contributing to scoring goals?
I mean, that could be a factor. I mean, Bailey Winkle, who has been the leading scorer, has also, he's been on fire. But I mean, if they could have more players contribute, then they're most likely to win.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can finally get their first win. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And later on in the show, we're going to sit down with Jimmy Walker as well as 3 of the volleyball players.
Absolutely. And Sam Anthony, our very own, will be sitting down with those football players. Come back after the break.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average 4-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to Colonial Sports Center. Over the weekend, the Robert Morris volleyball team hosted their own invitational. The team had 3 matches. The first, they lost in 5 sets against Middle Tennessee. They were down 2-0, but resiliently fought back to tie it up at 2 sets apiece. They lost in the 5th set by a score of 15-7. In their second matchup of the day, they played against UPenn in what proved to be, again, a difficult loss. They split the first 4 sets and went again to the 5th set, where they lost by a score of 15-12. At home, it had to be difficult to lose by such a close margin. On Saturday, they played their last match of the Invitational against Rutgers. Let's see what they did with the highlights here. So here we'll see the Robert Morris Colonials win by a score of 3-0 with a huge upset over Rutgers. They got out to the early lead, and they were able to continue that momentum from Friday and fighting back and ultimately defeating the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. This was a big upset. What do you think, Greg?
I mean, honestly, it was a great show out by the Colonials. I mean, the 3 freshmen that we have on the show tonight all performed very well. As you can see, they either had 10 or 11 kills for each one of them. So that's an amazing show for freshmen.
Yeah, Emma Granger, she's gotten a few NEC awards already this season.
Yeah, absolutely. It just shows like where the Colonials volleyball program is heading within the next couple of years, in my opinion.
Right, and they'll be heading into conference play here pretty soon, and we'll be able to sit down with them here shortly.
So, now we have an amazing package for you guys by our very own Ian Kiss, who sat down with a couple of the volleyball freshmen.
With players leaving due to graduation and seeking other opportunities, Coach Dale Starr and the rest of the RMU volleyball coaching staff turned to a large class of freshmen, 8 to be exact, 2 more than their 2015 season when they used 6 freshmen.
Hi, I'm Emma Granger.
I'm Caroline Bain.
My name's Allison Mondot.
My name is Mirna Sarjanovic.
I'm Skylar Clemens.
Hi, my name's Whitney Brown.
Hi, my name is Maria Alfano.
My name's Erica Wilt.
I'm opposite hitter. I'm from Zagreb, Croatia.
I'm a right side hitter at Robert Morris University. I'm from Lower Borough, Pennsylvania.
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm a setter.
I'm a middle blocker. I'm from Cranberry Township, PA. I'm a middle hitter. I'm from Dalton, Ohio.
I'm from Temperance, Michigan.
I'm a middle from Highlands Ranch, Colorado.
And I play for, now I play volleyball.
And I
play for Robert Morris University. I just really like the coaches, and when I finally got to meet the players, I really liked all of them, and it just really felt like the right place for me.
I think just the campus, the overall environment, and the energy, and the gym for the team, that really just drew me in.
I really like the environment here, and everyone was really nice, and I love the campus.
Just everything about it felt right, and it had a really homey feel to it, and it was so welcoming and nice. I came out and really fell in love with it.
These 8 freshmen come from all over the country with different backgrounds, but they all have one common goal.
Obviously, it's to be the NEC champs.
This year, we're hoping to win the NEC conference.
Definitely to help the team win the NEC tournament.
This season, obviously, we want to win the NEC title.
Well, obviously, goals in its entirety is to be NEC champs and just create a winning environment here at Robert Morris.
This team is very young, but that isn't always bad for a collegiate volleyball team with high expectations this season, as they build a family-like connection.
We have a ton of freshmen this year. There's 8 of us total, and 8's a great number. We're a really young team, so we have a lot of energy and a lot of spark.
It brings some adventurous feel.
It's fun, it's a new atmosphere, it's a lot of trial and error when we do drills, but for the most part it creates a really good energy.
It's fun, we're all learning a lot together. We do try to listen to what the upperclassmen say and just learn as much as we can when we're here. It's going to be really exciting to see what we can accomplish in our 4 years here.
This RMU program has a culture established which appealed to one star freshman player this year in Emma Granger, who was originally supposed to attend West Virginia University.
Yeah, it was just not the right fit for me. I think I was really excited to commit there, and it felt right at the time, but then the closer it got, the more I was like, this just isn't the right school for me. And so I was it was really last minute everything, and I was talking to my JO coach, and he helped me find Robert Morris, and I came here and I was like, well, this is where I need to be, this is the right school for me.
Not only did this team get a freshman player who was supposed to play for a different team, they signed a newcomer all the way from Croatia.
Well, in the United States, they treat athletes like stars, actually, and they don't do that in European countries. They're focused on professional volleyball, and you don't get to finish college. I mean, you do, but it's not the same. Here I get a chance to do something I love and finish my college at the same time.
For Allison Londot, volleyball is a family affair and credits a bond with her sisters for her success.
My older sister Rachel, she goes to Long Island University Post in New York, and she also plays volleyball. She's an outside hitter just like me. And my younger sister Emily, she'll be a sophomore this year. She actually is committed to Ohio State University to play volleyball. So it's helped me tremendously, like just being able to talk to each other about volleyball and just practicing together when we need to. It's really great.
Injuries, especially serious ones, are never easy to come back from, but for Whitney Brown, not playing the sport she loves wasn't an option.
I tore my ACL the September of my junior season, and I missed that whole year, and it was about a 10-month recovery time, but I was always doing rehab, and it wasn't fun, but it worked out.
Courage and fight from another person can ignite a fire in someone else. That is what we will be seeing from newcomer Erica Wilt.
Yeah, my grandmother was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and she had a very low chance of survival, and she went through the surgery and is now like fully recovered, in remission, and she only has one lung, but she's still amazing.
Freshmen enter their first season on a team with their own athletic abilities, but that cannot go without the learning and coaching from the upperclassmen players.
The upperclassmen really push us to be our best. They're all really good leaders, and they all just like help us a lot to stay focused and pick up our energy when we need to, and they just like really push us a lot, it's really nice to have all of them.
It's a very family-oriented team, very goal-driven, just like an all-around like very positive yet very like rigorous like athletic environment, which I really like. Arden and April, they had, and Leah, they're really tough shoes to fill, but I think for us it's just really focusing on growing as much as we can in this first year, and just like always like having like that bar set high in hopes to reach it, because like they're very, very good players. So
Thank you, Ian Kiss, for that great package. We now have the chance to sit down with those three freshmen from that package, Emma, Allison, and so guys, I got a big question for you guys. How did you guys prepare to play D1 coming out of high school competition?
We all had pretty good club programs coming in, and our high school programs were really competitive as well, so that led us up to these big games.
If you guys can all answer if you want.
Okay.
You guys don't have to decide one answer.
Yeah, I played for Maverick Volleyball Club. It was in Cleveland. And it helped me a lot because you played against some of the best girls in our age group. And so it helped me a lot getting ready for college.
I also played on a high-level volleyball club team. It was called Moon Township Volleyball Club. And it really got me ready for college.
All right, cool. That's amazing things that you guys got to do before you guys even stepped foot on the D1 courts. So how do you guys mentally prepare, each one of you, before a game? Is there anything you guys do, religiously, or?
I listen to a lot of Future before games. I try to get really hyped and get really excited for games. That's about it. Just kind of get in the zone.
I just try to focus and get my mindset ready. I try to pick two or three things to do during the match and just focus on them.
I do about the same. I mentally prepare myself, think of things I can work on during the game.
So what goes, when you guys say you guys think of certain things to work on, what are your biggest things that you guys work on or mentally prepare for before a match?
For me, it's just where my hands are on the block or speed getting up to hit. It's just the little things to make my performance better.
For me, it's working with my feet a lot, getting in the right place.
Yeah, it's probably blocking for me too.
So you guys just had a huge upset over Rutgers, and now you guys head into conference play. Who is going to be the team that you guys will have to upset to win the conference? Or are you guys the favorite?
I know LIU, Brooklyn.
Okay, LIU.
Yeah.
Do you guys know when your first game is against them?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, great.
3
so
weekends.
you guys will be playing in the new rec center once you guys start conference play. What, are you guys looking forward to that? Tell me what that's going to feel like.
Yeah, I'm excited. It looks really pretty. We walked in and it looked really nice, so it'll be exciting to like go somewhere new and be there for a couple of years, and then like once the new arena gets built, we're really excited to play in there as well.
Yeah, I love the backdrop it sets behind that soccer field up there. It was so blank and barren before.
Yeah.
I love the new backdrop it has there. So Emma, how does it feel to have 162 kills in your freshman year?
It's really exciting. I actually didn't know that. Yeah, it's really exciting. But I mean, obviously I couldn't do it without my teammates. So just like being able to play and like get to have a team behind me and help me out, it's a lot of fun.
That's really cool. Like, so what's the chemistry with the entire team? Is it like, are you guys like a tight squad?
Yeah,
we all get along really well.
Yeah.
Like from upperclassmen to freshmen, like we're all pretty close.
You guys all live on campus, or are you
all
some of the
freshmen
upperclassmen,
do.
yeah. Some of the upperclassmen have.
Actually, all of us freshmen live in the same suite, so we've all gotten really, really close.
So it's kind of nice to have that kind of like inside like talk when you guys get back from a match in the suite.
Yeah,
that's really cool. You guys get to live like together and kind of bond that way. So we really appreciate you guys coming down here and talking with us today. Good luck in the rest of your guys' season. And David, you wanna throw it to break for us?
Yeah, I will. So when we come back, we're gonna have Sam Anthony sitting down with transfer quarterback Jimmy Walker and tight end Reggie Green to talk about their phenomenal start to the football season. Stay tuned.
Game to remember for the Colonials this past Friday as they defeated Mount St. FT Carlisle Dickinson. The seniors were honored. Fairleigh Dickinson, the Colonials were honored their seniors before the game in a nice little senior ceremony before the game. And now we're going to get to the highlight.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new season of Trending Now, the show that gives you the news that you actually care about.
Please use this song in your commercial. Please use this song in your commercial. I need the money, so please use this to sell something. Please use this song in your commercial. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's
Welcome back to Colonial Sports Center. I'm Sam Anthony. Alongside me is starting quarterback Jimmy Walker and starting tight end Reggie Green from the Robert Morris football team. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today.
It's great to be here.
All right.
Yeah,
So
thanks for having us.
we got you guys for an interview before you guys head off tomorrow morning to head to North Dakota. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is being the new guys on the team, because Reggie, you too, a lot of people talk about Jimmy Walker transferring from San Diego State, but you transferred here from Pitt. So I want to hear about what was it like, you know, being the new guy on the team, and it wasn't, not even as a freshman, you came in as a graduate student. What was it like kind of trying to gel with the guys?
I think it was pretty easy transition. A lot of the guys were super welcoming and opening, so after a while, like, I felt like I became one of the guys, so it was pretty easy transition for me.
Yeah. And Jimmy, you came in the spring of last year, so you got a little bit of time in spring ball before you came in, you know, to the fall and had to, you know, battle for that starting job in the summer. So when you came into camp all the way here from California, what was your first impression of Moon Township?
Honestly, I didn't know how I was going to feel about it when I got here, but grew on me. You know, the winters were tough. That definitely was tough on me.
Yeah, now
and just having like good friends like Reggie, because he was my roommate here when I first got here, really made that transition easy.
Yeah, so building the chemistry, because you guys, I mean, that touchdown pass to Reggie Green there, it looked like you knew where he was going to be before you even got there. So what do you guys do to kind of build chemistry on the team? I know Coach Miller's really big on you guys spending time together as a team.
You know, we do a lot. I mean, practice every day. We practice routes and stuff. But, you know, we're just really good friends. We hang out all the time, you know. Handshakes. Yeah. We do that a lot.
We have a handshake. So, yeah.
now, I understand over the summer you guys all went to the, what was it, the wave pool?
Yeah.
What was that experience like? You got the whole team there. Was that, I know you guys have some characters on that team. What was some of the most memorable moments from that trip?
Would you like to take
yeah, definitely. I think it was Joe, Uatafi, and Adam Wallet. They jumped off the real high diving board.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was about like 30 feet. So the splashes were pretty funny. And then even Coach B jumped in the water too. So that was funny for that. Yeah.
So this year we'll go back to a little bit of football talk here. You guys are off to an incredible 2-1 start, and the big thing everyone's been talking about is just the offense has really been gelling. You know, Reggie, you scored your first touchdown since high school. What was that experience like to kind of just, you know, have that feeling of crossing the goal line once again?
It was a great feeling. Yeah, it's been like 5 years since I got a touchdown. So it was great. Jimmy threw a great ball. And it was just like, it was good to be a part of that, and hopefully just keep that momentum going.
Yeah. What have you guys what's been really the focus of the offense this year, Jimmy, is to improve from last year's performances?
Definitely, Coach Miller preaches on detail, and that's kind of our huge thing, is be detailed with everything we're trying to do, and just get after it each day like it's a new day, because that's what it is. It's a new day every year. This is 2017 offense. It's different, and we're going to keep continuing to get better.
So we're talking details here. What kind of details have you guys noticed with North Dakota State going into this game on Saturday?
They're a great team. You know, that's why you win 4 national championships back-to-back. It's a great challenge for us. I know our guys are going to come ready to play, but just great opportunity, great challenge for us, I think, to just compete at the highest level, because that's what we want to do at the end of the day, is win championships, and they've done it. Let's get this on.
Perfect.
Let's go.
All right, well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming on, and we wish you luck this weekend against North Dakota State. We're going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, Greg and David are going to give you all the upcoming games this weekend here at Robert Morris, so you guys are not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid. A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close. I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us. But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words. These are not my words. These are not my words.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Hey guys, welcome back. Now we're going to jump into the upcoming games really quick here before we say goodnight to you guys. So I would like to pick out the football at North Dakota State, because that's a big matchup like they were saying earlier. Like, it's a big it's a big stage and they got to perform at the highest level.
It is. It'll be a great test, you know, before they head into conference play to see what they can do against one of the best teams in the country.
Absolutely. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in with us tonight. Tune in again next week for another great Colonial Sports Center.